You're looking live at me, Mr. Goldman, filming this test. All right. For each fraction below, make two new fractions that are equivalent. That was my favorite mistake from the test. People only making one new fraction. I'm going to use a giant one of 2 over 2, which makes my new fraction 12 over 14. And for my second fraction, I'm going to use my favorite giant one of 10 over 10, which equals 60 over 70. 6 sevenths is equal to 12 fourteenths and 60 70ths. I'm going to use the same giant one for all of these. 2 over 2, 7 times 10 times 2 over 2 is 14 over 20. 7 over 10 times 10 over 10 is equal to 70 100ths. 6 over 18 times my giant one of 2 over 2 is 12 over 36, not 26 or 46. And 6 over 18 times 10 over 10 is equal to 60 over 180. All right, there's infinitely many possibilities for this. I made it easy on myself. I encourage you to do the same. 2 over 2 and 10 over 10. Next, rewrite each expression as a single fraction. My favorite mistake for number 2 was these guys. Class, what is this called? A minus sign. And what is this? Are they different? Yes, they are. I'm going to change 5/8 and minus 1/6 to... I'm going to use the common denominator of 24. So I'm going to do 5/8 times 3 over 3 and get 15 24ths minus 1/6 times 4 over 4 is 4 24ths. And since I'm subtracting, I'm not going to add them, and I'm going to get 11 24ths. If you did the common denominator of 48, you would have gotten 22 over 48. This is the easy one. Some people skipped this, which was confusing to me. 4/5 plus 2/5. I already have a common denominator. I just do 4 plus 2 is 6. Leave fifths the same. I can leave it just like that. Or I can change it to 1 and 1/5. I encourage you to just leave it like this, especially if you're going to do this conversion wrong, and then therefore make a right answer into an incorrect one. C, 7/9 minus 1/5. My common denominator is 45. I'm going to multiply 7/9 times 5 over 5 and get 35 45ths. And I'm going to subtract again. 1/5 times 9 over 9 is 9 45ths. 35 minus 9 is 26. Leave the denominator the same. 26 45ths. Complete the portions web. It's 1/6. All right, so I'm going to do little circles. That's 1/6. I could have just written 1/6. For the decimal, this is not 0.6. All right, that was my favorite mistake. Not 0.6. It is 1 divided by 6, which equals 0.1666 forever and ever. So my decimal is 0.16 with a line over the 6. My percent is 16.6% or 16.67, or there's a few. I was a little lenient on what I would accept with these. Some people rounded, which is arguably okay. But I'm just moving the decimal place over twice for the percent. Problem 4. Vanson has a bunch of boxes that are all the same. He stacked 4 boxes, measured the stack, and found that it was 3 feet high. So, 4 boxes, the ratio is 3 feet is 4 boxes. So I want a stack of 28 boxes. So I'm going to have to multiply this by some giant 1 to give me 28 boxes. My giant 1 is going to be 7 over 7, which is 3 feet times 7 is 21 feet. So that means that 28 boxes is the same as 21 feet. The ceiling in the room where Vanson is working is just a little more than 12 feet high. He wants to stack boxes from the floor to the ceiling. How many boxes will fit in one stack? Well, I have they're the same boxes, so it's 3 feet is 4 boxes. Multiply by some giant 1, but now I want 12 feet. So that's my numerator. Notice I keep my feet, boxes, boxes, feet. So my giant 1 is going to be 4 over 4. Because I know it has to be 4 because 3 times 4 is 12. 4 boxes times 4 is 16 boxes. So the answer is 16 boxes. Number 5. Joyce's dad packs her lunch and always packs a yogurt. What a nice guy. Joyce knows there are 7 yogurts in the refrigerator. 1 raspberry, 4 strawberry, that's key information, 1 blueberry, and 1 vanilla. Her dad usually reaches in the refrigerator and randomly grabs a yogurt. Sounds like a weird guy. Which flavor is she most likely to have in her lunch? Well, there's more strawberries than anything else, so the answer is strawberry. My favorite mistake with this one was people misspelling strawberry. Right? Probability strawberry equals 4 over 7 because there's 7 yogurts total. You didn't need this, but it was nice.
Would we have gotten it wrong?
You did not get it wrong if you misspelled strawberry. Thank you, Noah, for interrupting the video. B, what are her chances of finding a blueberry yogurt in her probability? Chances of finding is another way of saying what is the probability of blueberry? Well, that is desired outcome 1, because there's 1 blueberry yogurt, and 7 total outcomes, 7 yogurts total. So probability of blueberry is 1/7. Woohoo! Number 6, last but not least, find the perimeter and area of each figure below. You actually had to do both. Be sure to include the correct units. My favorite mistake, that's right, you guessed it, not putting the correct units. So let's do perimeter first. Perimeter is the outside, so I'm going to start here. I'm going to go here, here, and then back here. Notice I've colored the whole figure, which is 6 inches plus 5 inches plus 7.5 inches. Add those together, I get 18.5 inches. My unit is just inches because distance. Perimeter is distance. For area, the formula for area, this is a triangle, is base times height divided by 2. I know my base and height have to be perpendicular. 4 inches and 7.5 inches are perpendicular, so those two are my base and my height. So right underneath my formula, and I do this so I don't forget to divide and I make sure everything's perfect. We'll say 4 inches times 7.5 inches divided by 2, which equals 4 times 7.5 is 30. Inches times inches is inches squared divided by 2, which equals 30 divided by 2 is 15 inches squared. Anytime we're doing area, you have to have square inches, right? And that's it. Thank you for playing along at home. Make sure you turn your test corrections in, and good luck on the retest.
Good luck.
Say goodbye, everybody. Bye. Whoa. Whoa. It goes forever.